Right now, 35 years ago, a honky-tonk classic swept the nation and made country music mainstream for the very first time. Urban Cowboy hit theaters starring John Travolta and featuring a country bar that became famous in a big way before being burned to the ground in 1989. Country music legend Mickey Gilley is with us this morning with more on a new documentary about the rise and fall of Gilley's. Mickey, pleasure to have you on the broadcast this morning. Thank you so much.
Good morning, Rob. It's an honor and a pleasure being on the show with you. Thank you for having me on.
Well, it's one of my all-time favorite movies, and really it did bring country music and the cowboy life to the mainstream. The movie Urban Cowboy, which a lot of it took place at this honky-tonk bar called Gilley's. First of all, tell us a little bit about what it was like to play and be a part of Gilley's in Texas.
Well, in 1971, when I went to business with Mr. Sherwood Cryer, and we opened the club up, it was called Shelley's. We changed the name to Gilley's, and in 71, 72, I started doing a little TV show. I had my first #1 song in 1974, and when I went on the road with my friend Conway Twitty, he installed a mechanical bull because he said he wasn't getting enough attention at Gilley's.
Right.
And lo and behold, we had a writer come down from New York, and he wrote an article in 1978, I think, called it The Battle of the Urban Cowboy, and lo and behold, on account of the mechanical bull, John Travolta decided he would do the film called The Urban Cowboy.
It's such an iconic movie now, too. Of course, I know you reprised the song Stand By Me there at Gilley's. Now, I understand that Gilley's had the mechanical bull and all that kind of stuff. Tell me, where is Pasadena, Texas? I couldn't find it on a map.
Pasadena is right there on the edge of Houston. If you go to the Houston vicinity, you'll see Pasadena, Baytown, Bel Air, Sharpstown. You'll see it all around it. But it's a metropolitan that it's a major city. I shouldn't say a major city of Pasadena, but outside of Houston.
Okay,
it's like Hollywood is to Los Angeles.
Okay, I was just going to say something like a suburban Houston, that area. Yeah, I couldn't find it on a map anywhere. So the documentary is called Urban Cowboy, The Rise and Fall of Gilley's. Now, you're featured in that. John Travolta is featured in that. And kind of the mysterious circumstances in 1989, Gilley's was burned to the ground, right?
Absolutely, but you know, the piece is based, Urban Cowboy was based on a sort of a little true story that was what was going on at the club at the time. And I think the people will find it very entertaining and interesting because John Travolta is talking about it, I'm talking about it, my friend Johnny Lee, Charlie Daniels is in there, and we're talking all about the rise and fall of what Gilley's became. But yeah, it burned in 1989 because it instituted a lawsuit against my business partner, and I won the rights to the logo Gilley's. I was trying to get my name off of it because the club had deteriorated.
Hey, Mickey, I'm a city boy. Mickey, I'm a city boy originally. What's honky-tonk?
Well, a honky-tonk is just a great big sprawling area where you got a good dancing and a good country music band in there performing for the folks. They used to put screen wires up to keep the cowboys from throwing bottles at the stage. That's what you call a real honky-tonk.
Yeah, it reminds me of Roadhouse. I know the Guinness Book of World Records declared it the biggest nightclub in the world back then in the 1980s. Quickly, it kind of reminds me of something we have here in Bakersfield called the Crystal Palace. I know that you performed with Buck Owens and Merle Haggard. Any special memories or stories about those two great artists?
I've been trying to get them to book me at the Crystal Palace because I had Buck Owens at my theater in Branson, Missouri, and I've been trying to get them to bring me into Bakersfield. I don't think I've ever played the Bakersfield area, although I've played all up and down the coast there in California.
Well, I'll tell you what, you are certainly invited to the Crystal Palace at any time, Mickey. It would be an absolute pleasure to meet you. Quickly, I wanted to mention, I was doing some research. Great Balls of Fire, one of my favorite songs, but hey, 1976, Mickey, one heck of a year for you. That year, you were Entertainer of the Year, you had Song of the Year, you had Single of the Year, and Album of the Year. Any memories from 1976?
Hey, they gave me every award except the Female Vocalist Award back in the 70s and
Right.
at the Academy Country Music Award show. Very interesting.
Mickey, absolute pleasure speaking with you. The documentary is Urban Cowboy, The Rise and Fall of Gilley's, and that premieres on Saturday, June 13th on CMT. Mickey, we wish you all the best. Thanks so much for taking some time to be with us this morning.
Thanks for having me on. Thank you.